week.
Take that. Okay, level control.
Let's have this preset before we get going.
Cause I notice I'm late, right?
Yeah, I noticed that too. What the hell's wrong with you? Are we recording? Are we?
Yeah.
Good.
See, it even looks better.
See how you are?
It even looks better.
Mr. Perfect is making a mistake. Wow.
Well, we'll see if it's a mistake.
We'll see. Yeah, we'll see how good it sounds. So how you feeling?
I feel good.
Yeah?
Oh, this water I've been drinking.
Yeah, but you've been pissing like a racehorse too.
Yeah.
Did you break your record yet?
I'm going for it. I'm going for 2 minutes.
I count. Now I got to 30 seconds and I was like, whoa, this is taking a long time. When you can't, it's so funny when you start. It's like, okay. And then it gets like past 10, 20. Oh, shit.
Well, that's what they say for healthy kidneys and stuff. Like,
yeah.
You want to continue a stream for at least 10 seconds.
Okay.
When you feel you have to go to the bathroom.
Right.
So let's say right now, hey man, can I go? I got to take a piss. If I go in there and it's not at least 10 seconds, then something's not right. There's something wrong with your bladder, your prostate, or something in that whole piping.
Well, fortunately, I've got a great prostate for some reason. My little brother, Robbie, he's had problems. Yeah. So I'm kind of like, did it skip me or something? But
well, I can go in from the back and
no, I'm fine. Like I said, I have a great one. Okay, it's fine.
Your brother.
That's
mention this to your brother.
He might like that. Okay, I'll be sure to put that on his to-do list.
You never know what people are into. That's what I'm saying. You got to have the balls.
What?
You got to have the balls. You got to have the prostate to ask somebody.
Hey, just to get that procedure done, you have to have balls because women don't get that.
That's true.
But they get the worst one. They get fisted.
Well,
oh shit.
They do have a prostate.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Where's it located? In their brain?
No, I think their equivalent would be what they call the G-spot.
Nice.
Yeah.
The thing we can't find.
Or the thing that you can't find.
Oh, you got a roadmap?
Apparently. It's about 2 inches on the roof.
Yeah, you've never been there. What are you talking about?
About 2 inches.
I know where it's at.
Okay.
I felt it. Yeah, I know where it's at. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It's the weirdest feeling.
So when it hit your G-spot, that's how it
That's pretty
weird.
much it wakes you right up. Exactly, bobblehead.
Right. If I pick my head up,
Right.
see the hair swinging back on.
Do you do that to like relax your neck?
No, I rub it out just to relax.
Okay.
Period.
Okay, good.
I
Period.
rub my neck to relax,
yeah.
to relax my neck.
No, you rub your neck to relax your head.
I rub my head to
Relax
relax.
your neck.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you. Oh, that's what. What happens when your Viagra sticks in your when you choke on your Viagra? You get a stiff neck.
Good one. What you found out on the back of
A Viagra bottle.
Oh, I thought you. I was gonna say
No.
back of a Capri Sun.
Right. No, it was on a Snapple cap.
Now the bubblegum bazooka thing.
Exactly. And it actually had a picture too.
It was on the fruit roll up.
Yeah. It's like a giraffe thing going on.
Back of a kid's cereal box.
Right. Very descriptive.
Yeah.
And the pill's blue too. I didn't
Is
believe
it?
that. Yeah. Oh, you don't know? Oh, that's right. You don't have that problem. I'm sorry.
Not there yet. And
what's the subject going to be? Stiff necked.
If I'm there, I'll just take cocaine.
Oh, there you go.
All natural, baby. All natural. I'll put cocaine straight in there.
Straight in there. Yeah, wake your ass up.
Yeah.
So how's things? Stupid. How's your mom? Speaking of shit.
Speaking of G-spot, how's your mother?
From stiff necks to G-spot to how's your mom?
Yeah, she's good. She left with my sister somewhere. I don't know.
Oh, really?
For long, they can stay out.
When they going to Puerto Rico?
Not soon enough.
They taking a dog?
The 23rd. I'm not fucking with it. Afterward. I'm not babysitting.
Hey, you know what? Love is love, you know. No matter if it's a dog or if it's...
That's true. Okay, well...
I'm just saying.
Somebody else can love that dog, but I'm not going to love it.
It's where you can get it, you know? I mean, if you're desperate enough.
Exactly. People with pets are desperate.
Yes, they are. They're very
That's
desperate.
Just the truth. Am I right or am I wrong?
No, they're not desperate.
Yes, they are.
No, they're not.
Think about it. The only people who have pets are what's they call emotional help dogs or
that's a difference. That's a difference.
That's a form of desperation because you need a dog to help you feel better, right? Because you can't do it on your own, right? That's one.
Safe, yeah.
Or a cat or whoever, a bird or whatever.
Hamster, gerbil.
Okay. 2.
Hermit crab.
The other ones that have it are because they feel lonely, right? So they don't want to be in the house all day by themselves. So they need to hear noise. They need to talk to somebody, whatever, right? That's one.
Okay.
That's a form of desperation. It's not like extreme, but damn, I can't. If I don't get the dog, I won't be the same. I'm gonna fall out. That's a form of desperation.
Okay.
3rd, right? What's number 3?
You tell me, because you're the doctor.
I'm working on number 3. I had it in my head, but
you lost it.
But it's early.
You need a dog.
What's number 3? I guess those two covered.
Just two.
Those two, right? The other one is I want one just because I want one, which means mentally you're not there because you don't even know why you want one. You don't know why you want something. You just want it because what? You've been told you're supposed to have one? That's a form of desperation.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yes.
Is that what you're going for?
I mean, some people do. Look, I've talked. You think I'm just making this shit up?
Yes.
I've talked to people.
It's coming out your ass. Yeah,
No,
I can see that.
I've talked to people who I've asked them, why you want a dog? Why you want another dog? You know what? I've never actually thought about that. I'm like, are you serious?
Now, did you ask a lot of white people? Because that sounds like a white person talking.
No, I'm just disguising it so they don't know I'm talking about them.
That's a difference, you know.
No, they're actually responding.
If you talk to a brother, how would he sound?
Yo, you know what, yo, I ain't even... Nigga, that's a good question. For real, I mean, that's how it comes.
I mean, I'm just saying, you know.
So, don't, you know, because you want to... that was my 3rd one. The 3rd one, the 4th one...
Okay.
Was because they want to feel some form of control.
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Hey, I want to tell you what to do, when to do it.
Right.
When I come in the door, I want you to come to me like I'm the master.
Right.
You know, I want to train somebody. I want to do this. Right. So it's a form of control. It's a form of wielding power.
Oh,
so,
okay. Gotcha.
So that's a form of desperation.
Right.
Because now you need something to make you feel like you're somebody.
All right. Okay. Here's the thing. Okay.
All for desperation. Only desperate people need pets.
I'm going to ask you something. Who has the power when you have to pick up the shit? Who has the power?
You don't have to pick up the shit.
No, you do. You do. Tell me. The dog has the power. He says, pick my shit up, okay? That's what he's saying. Yeah.
So am I right or am I wrong?
You're wrong.
Oh my God, you don't want to give me nothing.
No, I'm not gonna give you anything.
You're only saying that because you have 4 dogs.
I got 2.
Now, because 2 died.
Well, thanks a lot for reminding me.
Well,
they're over there somewhere.
Yeah, they're over there somewhere.
Yeah.
Don't get mad.
Hey, I tell you what.
That's why my family don't like me.
Here's the thing. Yeah, because you hate dogs. I know. You hate animals.
No, I love animals. I hate pets. I want to say, hey, I just at this point my goals, it did not fit. It's not fit
Well,
for a pit.
you're a lonely person.
It's not that I'm a lonely
You're
person.
alone. You're by yourself.
I'm a loner. Doesn't mean
That's
I'm
right.
lonely.
You're.
I fit into none of those 4 categories that I just told you. So
Yeah,
no.
but you're doing that to yourself, though.
No, I'm not doing it to.
You're desperate about yourself.
I'm doing it.
You want to tell yourself what to do.
That's a stretch.
You're challenging yourself.
No, I'm not.
What are you doing?
I'm not challenging myself.
Oh, yes, you
There's
do.
no need.
Hey, going up Mount Trashmore backwards, yeah, that's the challenge.
How's that a challenge?
That's a challenge.
That's like if me breathing. Is breathing a challenge?
No, that's automatic. Now you don't have to go up Mount Trashmore backwards. You don't have to. Why'd you do it?
First of all,
how about running? You run like miles.
First of all, I do not run miles. That is the
first time you
anybody can do.
You did that.
I've done that once. That's a challenge.
There you go. It's a challenge.
A challenge.
But
just because you challenge us every once in a while doesn't mean that my whole life is a challenge.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
It is too.
First of all,
my life's a challenge.
First of all, I see it. Okay, let me stick to. First of all, I don't go up mountains backwards. That's stupid.
All right, what
Stress
do
on
you
your
do?
knees.
Okay.
I go down backwards.
That's worse.
That's easier on your knees.
Yeah, but never mind.
Now,
never mind.
What was you saying? Your life's a challenge. Not your life, but anybody whose life is a challenge.
All right.
In some respects, they do it. They get in their own way. In some respects.
Yeah, they do.
And others,
all right, I got you one.
That's a situation.
What are dogs called?
Man's best friend.
Why is that?
Because man gets lonely, so they need a best friend.
No, it's all right. Here's
why? Because here's why. Here's why. Because no matter what you do to a dog, they're always gonna be there on your ass. They're never gonna They're gonna be loyal no matter what. That's why they call them best friend. Not because they're pets, but because no matter what, they're right there. They're very obedient. Right? Hey, go do this. Hey, go do that. Hey, that's why they're man's best friend.
But what do you consider?
Here's the thing, though.
What do you consider best friend to you?
Here's the thing, though. A man's best friend shouldn't be a pet. What kind of shit? What kind of world we live in where a man's best friend is a dog? Think about that shit.
Hey.
Think about that shit.
Think about you, okay?
Think about that.
All right.
If your favorite conversation, if you had your favorite person to have a conversation with is a dog, think about that. Now, think about me. What was you gonna say?
I'm saying, what qualifies you for having a best friend?
Me?
Yeah.
Same thing that qualifies for anybody. For anybody to be anybody. Honesty is always, that's any relationship.
Okay.
Like, that's honesty.
Okay.
And the person got to be of some quality. Like, I have to be able to have a conversation with the person.
Okay. All right. Go ahead. What else?
That's basically
okay.
Because if you're honest,
you're missing out. You're missing a couple ones that you mentioned. The dog is
okay.
Loyal.
I mean, right. Yeah. To me,
they got your back no matter what you do. Okay. Yeah. Guess what? They can call you a fuckface and you don't care. Because they're honest. They're honest. Exactly. They're honest. Okay?
All that to me falls into honesty.
Exactly. Okay. Yeah. But that's the same thing. Okay. Some people cannot register with a person rather than with an animal.
Right. Okay? And I agree 100%.
And it's putting their soul into that dog or whoever and making it a combination of
because that's at the level that they're in. They're at a level of a dog, which is fine, or an animal. That is fine. Okay, I'm not disputing that at all.
But and you hate them.
And I don't hate.
You hate people with dogs.
No, I do not.
Well, yeah.
No, I do not.
What do you do?
And there's other stuff.
You discourage it.
There's other stuff that's going on with that relationship beyond the scope of this current conversation. Okay. That I agree with all of that. There's benefits to both parties.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is, if you're a human, your best friend should not be a dog. A lot of times that is an enabling thing. It's like, hey, dogs are safe or animals are safe because they're not going to be untrustworthy. They're not going to hurt me like this person hurt me. So now let me just settle for something less instead of working my ass off, of being more vulnerable, taking more risks and challenges, and bettering myself, or getting out there and getting some quality company that's gonna really boost my evolution, my
I'm
growth.
gonna tell you straight up, okay? My dog got me where I'm at right now.
Right, because you was desperate. I'm not disputing none of that.
No,
and being desperate is not bad.
It wasn't desperate.
Sometimes we're in a desperate situation.
It wasn't desperate. That's the wrong word.
Well, what word am I looking for?
Horny. Okay? I'm telling you, straight up. My situation with my wife.
I got you.
All right? She'd been living in an area where she could not have a dog. And all she had was dogs. We got pictures of them. And I said, I got a plan. I had somebody who at work was selling dogs, and it was the best dog I ever had. And hey, I'm here because of that.
It's not because of the dog.
Yeah, it is. Oh my God, yeah.
Because if your wife was into cats, you would have got a damn cat. So I don't tell me
I would have done that, but no, it was.
You would have done whatever. Listen, you would have did whatever it took to get to your wife. It had nothing to do with the dog.
You're making variables, but the plan was that would happen, so this happened. And it did.
Listen, the only reason that you got with your wife is because you wanted to get with your wife, and you would have found anything to get a way in. A dog was that way in. And it wasn't because of the dog.
Yes,
because if there was no dog, you would have found another way.
Well,
that's the problem.
Let's put it this way. This was the easiest way. Okay. It was the best, $250 I spent.
You said easiest, right? Which goes back to my point.
What?
And the reason why people, they settle for what's easier because they don't want to put in the work.
Oh my! Hey, no. Afterwards, it was work. Okay, that was it.
Because you already found your way in. But that's every marriage is work.
Oh,
so
you think so? You think so?
I think so because I'm not married.
Wow. Wait till you get there. You might need a dog. Why does your sister like a dog?
For all the reasons that I mentioned earlier.
Okay, and basically those are negative reasons for you.
Because I say they're negative, it don't mean that they're negative.
Okay. They're just wrong for you.
No, they're wrong for... They're wrong for me.
You.
But they're also wrong for anybody.
What?
It's just that's the level that they're on. At some point, they're going to get above that. They're not going to need a dog.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. But they're not at that point yet.
Well, I'm as soon as these two go away, I'm at that point.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
I don't know where you're at, but still.
I'm at that point, okay?
Well, I'm just saying.
I was both of those dogs that I have now, okay, were not my choice. I got stuck with them. One, it's a curse. The other one, hey, she fell in line. I don't know, but it's just something that just happened.
Yeah, I mean,
and I accepted my fate with it.
Hey, and that's good for the dog. Like I said, in ways that but it wasn't. That's not definitely. Maybe when I was younger and I didn't know the things that I knew, maybe I could have a pet. I had a pet when I was in Puerto Rico. That wasn't my choice. That was my grandmother's choice. I had a bunch of chickens. You're right.
I bet you did.
I ate my pets were delicious. I'm not gonna lie. My pets were delicious.
Who's the tastiest one? Bernard, or which one was tastiest?
I didn't give him names.
You didn't give him names? Damn.
Delicious number 1, delicious number 2.
Mr. Fried, Mr.
Yeah. Super extra crunchy, ultra crispy chicken.
Oh shit! All right, what kind of dog? What kind of animal did you have? What kind of pet?
It was a small dog. I don't even know. It looked like a Pomeranian, but it wasn't a Pomeranian. It was one of those. Okay. It was the same color, like brownish.
Right.
But his name was Bobby.
Bobby.
And he used to be able to say "mommy."
Oh no, kid!
Mommy, yeah. I thought that was pretty cool.
That was pretty cool, man. That's pretty good.
Yes, scrappy little fella.
Bobby, yeah.
Well, we call him Bobby.
Bobby.
That's how you say it in Spanish. Bobby.
Did he have an accent when he barked?
He sounded like Speedy Gonzalez.
Exactly.
Nah,
or the Taco Bell dog.
That was my grandmother, because she always she would bring strays and try to kill them and shit. And
Yeah.
I see a bunch of little dogs with no hair and shit. Like, man, get these motherfuckers out of here.
What's it tell about her?
That's what I'm saying. It's good. It's a good dynamic, but animals, not pets.
Oh, okay, so those are just animals.
Those, I mean, we had
like the chickens were animals.
Those are animals.
Okay.
And then
the Chinese dogs are animals.
You mean
them too? Koreans too.
Right, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, hey, that's a cultural thing. It's meat.
Exactly.
I wouldn't eat it.
I wouldn't eat it. Well, you don't know if you didn't.
I know. I think I ate some. They ate some chicken wings over in D.C.
That's kind of.
I actually stopped eating them halfway through because I'm like, these don't look like regular chicken wings. I swear to you, not. This sauce is delicious though. You put sauce on anything, it's gonna taste like chicken wings.
You can eat a finger, man, if it had good sauce on it.
Damn, fucking muscular ass wings. What kind of shit? Man, you want these? I was mad as shit. Sauce is delicious. I scraped off all the sauce and gave him some plain chicken.
Did you see a collar?
Saw whiskers and shit.
Yeah. Oh! And then you started barking after you ate.
I was like, oh,
damn.
Nah, I went over to the corner and lift my leg.
I started doing that afterwards. Oh my god!
In circles first. And
yeah. There you go. Holy shit!
Yeah.
Speaking of which.
Little motherfucker.
Exactly.
Anyways, how we get on desperate people and pets?
I don't know. It's something we deal with. You ready to go outside? Yeah, you're going outside, aren't you?
I can take them out.
Yeah.
You look comfortable.
I am.
Damn, he already know I'm taking them out.
Yeah, he knows. Or she knows. That's a she. She's a Taco Bell dog. Are you testing them? That's torture. Oh my gosh, are you serious? And you know what she said? Motherfucker, open the damn door, bitch.
I'm trying to get big. I'm fuck your ass up.
Both of them are good.
Yeah. So what was all this waterworks? What episode was this?
This was the one where one of the guys, his name was Full Metal.
That was the one I was telling you about.
Fuck.
Yeah, I didn't say that either. I was like, Full Metal is the one that, and I was like,
fuck yeah. And that dude was for a guy from just on just a background person or something like that. He made a very and plus he became a center point of the program.
Yeah, because he was just in the background. All of a sudden they started to focus on him a little bit more.
Yeah.
I was like,
he had more lines, and the dude was tough, man. I like that. I like what I like. When they're in the helicopter and they're patching them up and everything like that. And the guy says, I need some morphine. He says, okay, but we're going to have to give you a little bit because of your heart. And so he says, you think you got enough? Yeah, my mom used to put that in my sippy cup.
Oh, yeah. That was good.
Yeah, that was really good.
There's one more.
Thanks a lot.
There is one more.
Okay.
That one I think is
it's gonna crush me. Yeah,
it ain't gonna be worse than the first one.
Well,
there's one more
still.
there.
And no, it's just a good program. I wish I could have got. Well, no, I like watching it this way because that takes up a lot of time watching a regular program week to week.
Oh, okay.
And it's
rather binge that shit.
Yeah.
Then you lose track of other shows come on,
and then like say for instance football shows up, and you can't and then you think about DVDing it or not DVD but DVR and stuff like that. And then that's a bunch. Nah, this is perfect. It's
Yeah.
perfect. Plus, you can rewind to the show before if you missed anything. And unfortunately, I used it for background noise too because I fell asleep twice and I had to watch the 2 programs because I missed them totally. It was like they were in a battle scene, all of a sudden they're at home. It's like, what happened? It's like something happened. You know? Yeah, will they teleport or something? But all the storylines, like it's the same thing as Friday Nights.
Oh, okay.
It's the same, situation where they get into a personal conflict or something. And it either causes a separation or it causes coming back and that's.
But ain't no show like Friday Night Lights.
No.
That motherfucker there was like.
That's like yeah.
I'm watching an old one now. It ain't nowhere near like Friday Night Lights,
right.
But started watching it a while back. But I don't know. I think other shows that are newer came along.
Your pet's calling me.
They're smart though.
But yeah, they are. The thing.
And shit.
Open the door. Thank you.
Where's the other one?
Don't worry about her.
Damn, they smart. A lot smarter than the one my sister got.
Yeah.
I said, let's go. They would have just been. This one was sitting, I said, let's go.
Right.
The reason I say they're smart is because I'm not the one usually calling them.
Right.
But apparently they put 2 and 2 together. Like, if he's messing with him, then he must.
Yeah.
Justified.
Right.
The show. That's the name of the show.
Justified. Okay.
Yeah. It's about a marshal from this small county.
Okay.
Who is actually working in Miami.
Okay.
Then he gets in I wouldn't say trouble because the shooting was justified.
Okay.
But they transferred him back to his hometown in Kentucky.
Okay.
Coal mining thing.
Right.
And then from there it goes.
Okay.
It's pretty cool though.
Yeah.
I like his 6.
6?
And it did a spinoff.
No shit. Okay.
So that's the reason I started. I was like 6 seasons. Shows don't normally go on for 6 seasons.
Yeah. And
but it's got a great cast of characters.
Okay. I'll be sure that's after SEAL Team. Yeah,
they it's the same. I think it was filmed during the same time of Friday Night Lights because they got the same type of you can tell when they shoot with the same camera.
Yeah.
Modern style.
Right. Do you get like flashes? Sometimes you. Like Steven Spielberg always had a knack. You could tell it was his film where you see like a shooting star. It's something you.
I don't. I just know they both look old. Friday Night Lights both look old.
Okay. One thing about SEAL Team is their camera work.
Oh yeah.
They do a lot of POV, which is good, and it kind of like and you become part of the action, which is the best part of it.
That's one of the reasons I looked up like how real is this because it makes you feel like that's real.
Yeah. I mean, now it's all dramatic. I mean, it is, and it's supposed to keep you interested. It's like John Wick. I mean, the dude can kill anybody, anytime, that kind of thing. And the program, I mean, they're shooting shit. It's the most guns I've ever.
But that's them though.
Yeah.
Like they're the Navy, so they're not a regular Army squad.
No, they're not. No.
They're supposed to be badasses. Like they're supposed to do the things that like the regular average military person can't do. So they're supposed to do these things and come up with these different.
Right.
And then it's not just them too. They got CIA and all this. Like I could see it. Being. Matter of fact, I could see them cutting it short, like not showing you everything.
Oh yeah. I thought sometimes shows go beyond, and there's actually an actual SEAL consultant, so it's pretty much.
Okay.
And these storylines that they're going by are actual stories that happen to happen to SEALs. Like there's one where Jason goes on trial for murder. There's an actual seal.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah, but there's an actual SEAL that did, and they did the same things that they were doing to him. You know, and it was based on reality. And I have to check out the guy's book. I'm listening to him on a podcast. The guy talks to SEALs, talks to CIA and stuff like that, and he basically tells the story of what happened to him. And you don't hear anything at the time, but afterwards it's like, damn, they did all that stuff to him, you know? And yeah.
Something you said made me think of Oprah.
Oh, shit.
Forgot what it was. But now that we're talking about it.
Yeah.
Her and Dwayne Johnson.
Okay. I haven't heard anything.
Teamed up together.
Yeah.
To create a Hawaii relief fund.
Okay.
Because he's from there, and
yeah, he was born there, wasn't he?
I don't know if he's born there.
How come Obama's not doing nothing?
That's a good point. Oh, because he's gay, remember?
Oh, that's right.
He's trying to stay out of the news. He probably is doing something. He just don't. It ain't gonna be connected to him.
Yeah.
Maybe. That's a good point. Let me look it up. Nothing gonna come up except
he's not gay. Oh man, see, I didn't even know that when you told me. It's like, really? Nah, he didn't do that, did he? Yeah, okay, all right.
You're not gonna believe it. You're not gonna believe it.
No, not Obama. Michelle, man, come on, he got 2 kids. Does that really matter anymore?
And you can't say they're not his.
Yeah, exactly.
Just like his ass.
Well.
Oh, so he did say something, yeah.
I didn't think so.
I mean, he's showing it. That he's just urging people to help.
Yeah.
Former president urged people to do everything they can to support the Malama Maui effort.
Oh, you know what? I'm going to tell you something, okay? You shouldn't say anything unless you actually do something also. You know?
We don't know that he hasn't done it.
Well, it's like, hey, I hope he did.
Yeah, but so on one hand, if somebody does something and they go out and preach about what they did, it's like, well, damn, just do it without, do it.
Oh, I got that. You're right. You're right.
On the other hand, when they don't do it,
you're right. But a lot of times they'll say something without doing anything. Okay, even though you don't know if they did it, but it's similar to like, nah, they didn't do anything.
Because like, think about it. Maybe if he was a nobody, he can get away with just urging people. But when you're the former president and the former first black president and then the former president of that state, you have to realize somebody's actually looking at you to actually do something.
But it's also a way of getting your name in the paper and also deflecting of things that you wrote on.
And that's probably why he just urges.
On a letter.
Yeah, he's
saying he loved dudes.
So he just urges people.
He urges to love dudes. He urges not to read my letter. No, I get that. But now here's the thing, though. Okay, a lot of times when public people, celebrities and so forth,
he even put out a video.
Good for him.
Yeah, but go ahead.
Put people to sleep. No, when a public official or celebrity gives something, right? Somebody catches wind of that and announces it, okay? They can't be... people are watching them all the time. And they can't do anything pretty much, on the QT as far as donating or putting something out there for them. Which I hope they do.
Well, in 2016, it's an article. With Obama's help, Native Hawaiians may establish their first unified government since 1890s. Since the 1890s.
Wow.
There's another article that says 18 things President did for Hawaii. Anyways. So I just thought, The Rock, and Oprah
Yeah.
was in that scandal or the gossip rumor about them, and now they're
what was
no.
that?
The other one was this.
Uh-huh.
That this is the so you can make conspiracy out of anything.
I know.
The thing is that this was in the plan. This is one of the conspiracies that's going on.
All right.
This was in the plan the whole time.
Right.
That Oprah bought up all these lands in Hawaii and then set these fires on purpose.
Yeah.
Her and Jeff Bezos set these fires on purpose.
Right.
In order to manipulate the value of the land, and maybe they can buy more of it or whatever they're trying to do, but they set them on purpose. Why? Because her houses were the only ones not touched. Apparently, this hasn't been the first time. It's happened a few years ago where there was a fire up there and hers was not touched. Now, maybe hers wasn't touched because she bought the prime land that's not near everybody else. Maybe. I don't know. That's just... But maybe she started these fires, on purpose. People can make shit out of anything. That's what I'm trying to say.
The scariest
Hold on.
Okay, go ahead.
But based on your thinking, of course, if she's willing to traffic human kids, of course she's gonna set fires. Her and Dwayne Johnson, because now they're in a relief fund, right? Come on, man. Okay. That's some bullshit.
Here's the thing. Okay. Now, a lot of these stories, a lot of these headlines, they're so outrageous, especially if you listen to National Enquirer, or watching. You remember National Enquirer?
Yep.
All those stories, and they seem to that paper seemed to drop off. It was
why it dropped off, right?
No, you tell me.
Because now the whole internet is National Enquirer.
Okay, but a lot of those stories were based on facts that were so outlandish, nobody would have believed them.
But everything is based on fact. Everything.
Right.
Like,
what does that tell you, though?
This person this person was seen with this person, so they're cheating on them.
Right.
It's a fact that they were seen with this person.
Right.
Of course. That's not a...
Okay.
So it's a based on fact. It doesn't mean that they're cheating on them.
But it doesn't mean they're not.
Oh, my God.
See, you got to go both ways on that. Like you do. You got to go both ways.
Right, it doesn't mean they're not, but you're going to put that shit on paper and then say that the reason that they're cheating on them is because they got a baby by an alien or some shit. It's based on fact, right?
Exactly. And it's a carrot. No. No, a lot of stories now, when they pop out, right, it's because they've been there a long. I mean, people have known this a long time, and it comes to the surface because it's percolated enough that it can break through and say, "Hey, such as what UFOs?" Okay, that's coming down. That's coming down. It's coming down as far as what the government's telling you.
Now, what part of the UFO?
See, that's the whole thing.
Are we saying it's a conspiracy?
It's what they want you to know. It's what they want you to know. But it's coming out more and more to the point that they can't hold it down anymore. It's coming out. Say, for instance, JFK. Okay, if you look at what happened to start with, and now what does it come to point?
Right.
Okay, the CIA. They're the ones that did it. But it takes so long. And a lot of times what happens is the people that were involved have to die in order to the things to come out. And that's what's happening. With like everything else, it takes time. For example, what's happening with my job, okay?
Okay, yeah. Let's do it.
It's bad, but if you look at it, it's not bad, okay?
I was about to say that with the aliens.
Right.
We weren't ready to know that.
No. But the idea was always out there, and the people that were reporting it were accused of being nuts. Okay. And the sad thing is, hey, they were put away because of that, or they lost their reputations were soiled. And they can't be, whatever. I mean, these guys put their jobs on the line just to report the truth.
I wouldn't do that.
Well, I know you would because that's the way you are.
I mean, I just wouldn't do that.
But do you tell the truth?
I do.
Okay. If they were to ask you a question,
I would tell the truth in a way that I still keep my job.
Okay.
I told you my backup profession would be lawyer.
Okay.
All right, back
to the work. Okay. All right. It's like a necessity. Okay. You can only ride a wave so much before it starts to crash. It's like surfing. You got the high point.
Is it like surfing?
It is like
that's
surfing.
Exactly what you just said.
What? Yeah.
You can only ride a wave for so long until it crash.
Right,
it's
but
just like surfing.
It's a metaphor. It's a metaphor.
But you don't have to say it because it's already evident in what you said. That's like saying you can only press the gas until you have to hit the brakes. It's like a car. Duh.
Hey, I'm being sensitive to our listeners who may not know what surfing is. Okay? I'm just saying.
Insulting.
They might be like in the middle of Kansas, what's surfing? I don't know what the water is. Let me see. Okay, I understand now. You ride a wave until it crashes. Well, the economy is in a situation where people are riding high. Okay?
Is it the economy or that's just where we work at? That is, no. It's what you call it, a cultural economy, just where we're working at. It's localized.
Okay.
Just pertaining to the employer.
The
employer's economy. Okay. It's not the
well, here's the thing, okay? We're all in this together. You got to always remember that, okay? If something happens in Peru, it eventually comes to our side. It does. It's just like if a volcano hits.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got you.
All right. Same thing. Okay. Well, we haven't been hit with any of the major disasters that's been happening in our country. Okay?
Except the supply chain.
Well, but we kind of got over it. We kind of managed through it, or we
thought.
Well, it's that we managed through it this far. Okay, now it's finally getting to the point where we bit off more than we could chew. Okay, meaning that we gotta pull our belts up. We gotta tighten up. We can't spend like we always been spending. Okay, we can't ride that wave any longer. We gotta coast. And when you coast, you have to regroup and tell yourself, okay, these are the things we need to do, and that's what they did. But they only did it to a certain extent. Okay. The ball is in their court on what they need to do more. Okay?
The ball's always in their court.
Right, but they have to understand it's not just the people that are getting furloughed, but it's also the vendors, the trucking company. It's the whole thing. It's
contractors.
Like
not really contractors.
Right, yeah.
But why are the vendors getting? Well, it depends on the vendors.
Okay, if say for instance you're not producing anything. They're not sending us stuff to use to produce. So they're holding on to their stuff too. And they're not making any money because they're not sending it out.
And there's no need for trucking because in the trucking.
Exactly. It's a full blown everybody's affected. Well, it finally affected us. It got down to the point where, hey, it hit us. And we didn't realize it, or they should have realized it, but they didn't. And it's hard to say. I knew it coming, but hey, if you don't listen, if you don't, read the signs, you're going to go off the cliff because it says, hey, turn here or you're going to go off the cliff. Well, we didn't turn.
Was it still the people on the line that got furloughed, or was there any admin people?
See, that's the whole point. That's being quiet. They're not. It's not. I mean, they don't know yet. We don't know yet, and I think they're going to keep that on the down low.
About who's been released,
right?
Who's going to be released?
Yeah, exactly. And the thing is, the furlough is only for people that have been there a while.
I mean, been there a while. They said less than 2 years.
Well, less than 2 years. They haven't been there a while.
Oh, it's only
I'm talking
people
about
that haven't been there a while.
Oh. Yeah, the furlough means they're not fired.
Right, they'll pick you up maybe.
No, they'll pick you up. Okay, they'll make they'll hold on to you. But the people that we hired over the period that we tried to go beyond what we were supposed to go beyond.
Supposed to let go.
Yeah.
So it's a combination.
It is, but it's like they're not releasing that information until it's time.
Okay. Yeah, well, I was glad to see the new receptionist there. Well, I guess new, but not new again.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought maybe since she just came in at the tail end, she might be, but she's still there.
No. Certain jobs now, like for instance, certain jobs, they take a while to fill. And when they find somebody that is, quality enough to fill, they'll hold on to them.
So it's more of a discretionary type.
Right.
It's not just if you fit into this algorithm, then you're gone.
Right. Exactly.
Okay.
And you have a value to the company. Okay. There's such things as, how much are you worth to this company? Not to say that, hey, your job is not, guaranteed.
Right. Everybody's replaceable.
Exactly. Yeah. And the thing is, people are afraid. That's all it is. It's a fear thing.
Course.
It is a fear thing. But also you got to realize, hey, it's not promised. Okay? Your tomorrow is not promised. You have to make your day today worth what you need to do today. And I've tried to live that way for the longest time.
I don't live like that.
I have to.
I think you can't live like that. Nobody can live like that.
Yeah, you can.
Nah, all that sounds romantic.
How do you figure?
And I don't mean romantic as in lovey-dovey. I just mean like fantastical. Live for the day.
Did you say intesticle?
Fantastical.
Oh, I thought you said testicle. What's up with that?
Let's live for the day because tomorrow is not promised. Bullshit. If that was the case, if somebody told you had 24 hours to live, you would do.
What would you do?
Whatever you wanted to do.
Exactly. Well, pretty much
I'll tell you what I would do.
What would you do?
First thing I'll do.
Don't tell me.
I'll make sure that this last 24 hours is on a Monday. So I ain't
because Monday's the longest day of the week, isn't it?
Good one.
Yeah.
So I can go talk to T-Bird.
T-Bird.
And give him a piece of my mind.
Oh.
Smack the shit out of his short, plumpy ass. That'll be number one. Why? Because I ain't got to worry about being called back the next day. See what I'm saying?
I got it.
Next thing is what I'll do is I'll give all my money away. You think I'm gonna do that shit like it's my if it wasn't my last day? I'm gonna live it for the day.
Who's gonna give $20?
Hey, $20 to a homeless person.
It's $20.
It's mega bucks.
Mega
he
bucks.
hit the lottery. So see what I'm saying?
I get. Hey, now,
we have to live. Listen,
no. Here's the thing. Okay, you're going on a drastic situation. No, because. Hey, you find out you have cancer, you have 24 hours to live, what are you going to do? You're going to bust your ass to do everything you can.
You're going to live for the day and not worry about tomorrow.
But the thing is, when I say live for today, meaning you achieve as much as you can today.
Can't do that either.
Why not?
Because we're caught up. I hope this is a good one. I didn't bring the damn adapter, so I hope this works out.
Well, speak up.
We're caught up. And just a now thing. I mean, we're caught up in a doing mentality.
Okay.
Everything, unless we're doing something,
right,
then we're not doing anything. We have to be doing in order to feel like we're achieving something.
Okay.
But there's two sides to that: doing and not doing, action and rest. Those two go hand in hand. You can't just put all your energy into something today because you're not going to have enough for tomorrow. Tomorrow will be there. In some form or fashion, it will be there for you, either in this world or the next. And we think that whatever happens in this world isn't going to affect the next. It always will. There is a present, there is a past, and there's a future. All those are all one. What is it? What you do today becomes the past, right?
Right.
And what you do today affects the future.
Right.
And you're always in both. Because when you think about the past, it's affecting the present, which is going to affect the future, right? And once you're in the future, you still think you're still affected by the past because you're holding on to shit. Even if you're not holding on, you reflect on that, and that's going to affect how you make your decisions. And you can't separate that.
Okay.
It's one. That's the true now. Is when you roll all that shit into one, because you're always living in that.
Okay.
That's how we have to make our decisions. We have to make our decisions based on eternity, not just live for the day and no. You do what you can today with the idea that yes, there will be a tomorrow either for me or for somebody else.
Right.
That's why you make investments.
Right.
Make investments today. Why? Because whether you're here or not, that investment is going to pay off for you or your family or somebody you care about or whatever, or some organization or whatever. Yeah. Like, things have their ripple effect. Yeah. It's not, I understand what you're saying. Like, if you really want to do something, try to do it today. My thing is, if you really want to do something, start planning and looking. Like, even that itself is a form of doing without doing.
Of course, yeah.
But we can't just say, no, it's like working out. You're not gonna bust your ass in the gym or out in Mount Trashmore. Yeah. You know, like it's your last day, achieve the most you can, because you'll be rolled out of there in a stretcher. And then what? Then you can't go to work the next day. And matter of fact, there is no next day because you're dead. Because your heart exploded.
But you're in another realm, so hey, there you go. I'm sorry. You know.
But I see what I mean. Yeah, you just gotta live. Don't worry about live for the day. Just do the best that you can at this time.
I agree totally with you. But your mindset should be, what you do today makes a difference for tomorrow. Yes. Okay? Always. That's what I'm doing. Okay? I'm trying to make a difference for tomorrow. But I'm making sure I do as much as I can to complete what I need to do today.
Sometimes that's not doing shit.
Oh, exactly.
It's resting.
Oh, yeah. Hey, like today, we might be resting. Okay?
We can rest today, but we're also going to be resting tomorrow.
Right. How about Monday?
Oh, Monday is a Labor Day.
How about Monday? We do it Monday.
Yeah, okay. Monday sounds like
this is because this weekend, one of the things I'm dealing with, okay, is starting. You know how my projects, I have to see them, finished kind of thing.
Try something else.
What do you mean?
Try something else. See, that's one thing I like to do. Is if I see myself in a certain pattern of thinking, I purposely switch that up just to see what happens. Just to see. It's just to, like they say, a mind experiment or whatever. Right. It's just to see. Now, switch it up now. What I was gonna say, instead of seeing it finished, just seeing just the first step. Just see the first step. Don't worry about seeing the whole shit, the whole pagoda all up and shit. And no, just see the first step. Just see the tarp out with the thing. Just focus on that. Period.
I got that. Okay, I do see that. Okay. But the hardest thing for me is the start. Okay.
Why?
Because it's something in me that once I get started, I gotta, and I'm always hesitant to start something, because a lot of times when I get going, okay, or if I get started, I don't want to stop. Okay, it's like if I do cleaning, it's like I go until I'm, exhausted. That's how I work. It's the same thing at work. If I get on a project, I want to finish it. But with this, I know how long it's going to take. I know the conditions of what we're going to have to do. That's what is in my mindset right now. Once I get started, it's go time. And I'm not ready to go time yet. It takes something. It's like I'm anticipating it, but I'm not, ready for it yet.
Well, I see what you're saying, because once I start something, I want to finish it. Like if I start detailing the car, I'm not going to stop until it's finished.
Right.
But at the same time, this is with this in particular. you know, it takes a while to build a house. Sometimes motherfuckers come back.
But it's something I've never done. Okay.
Okay,
that's the fear factor. Reason. That's the fear factor.
And I understand that.
Okay, now you know.
That's yeah. I can understand that because
when you finished that deck or when you were doing that, I was like, wow, man, you know, you got experience and stuff, but you were actually,
learning on the go.
On the go. Well, it's been a while since I've done that.
So
successfully.
Yeah, I understand because it's like, for example, I don't know, especially with the house, I pick anything, whether it's the electric or the plumbing, whatever.
Yeah.
If it's something that I've never done,
right,
then I'm hesitant because it's not like it's not, okay, I gotta go wash a car. Shit, that's muscle memory.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
So it's more of a mental thing.
Right.
So I have to really see it before I start.
Thank you.
That I understand.
Okay, that's my whole thing.
But you can only see but so much.
I understand that. I understand it, but it's got to be clear enough for me to say, we can do this.
Well, we can do this. Let's do it now.
No, we're not. No, we're not.
And then too, once you start, you just got
I understand. Hey, the thing is, I'm a loner. I work by myself.
Oh, that's another reason too. Yeah,
I've always worked by myself, and
so have I.
If I make a mistake, it's on me. If you make a mistake,
it's on right.
I'm going to yell at you.
And that's fine.
Well, I'm just saying. But if you see me make a mistake, keep your mouth shut because I don't want to hear it.
I have to because this is your shit. Your deck. You work on my deck. Hey. Nah. One thing I've learned is that no matter how much you plan something, man, those mistakes are always going to be there because we can only see but so much. There's no way, like I said, you can when you measure the planks, right?
Yeah.
Putting the deck.
Yeah.
And you say, well, you get this much by 200 square feet. Right. That means you take this many planks. Okay, bam, everything should be lined up perfectly. But then you realize when you get the planks, not every plank is perfect.
Right.
Some are warped. So the gaps in between should be about an eighth of an inch. But they're not always going to be that. Why? Because when you screw this screw in, you screwed it into the point where they slightly shifted that thing. It's these little things that we just, and I'm like, you know what, at the end of the day, fuck it. I saved myself about 5-10 G's. I ain't pay nobody to do it. There's a couple mess ups, but hey, it's my first one.
I want that feeling that I did this. Okay, that's my final goal.
Here's the thing though, and I understand, but there's a point in your life where you get to, you no longer have to prove anything to yourself or anybody.
Right.
And that's usually when the magic really starts to happen in life and you can do a lot more. So you've proven plenty of stuff to yourself and others. Now I'm here. I have arrived. Now we just do this shit on our own when we want to.
Right.
And we'll just say we did it. We could say we did it instead of I did it.
Right.
We did it.
Yeah.
But now if it's a question of growth, or maybe you say, man, I haven't done this in a while. I just want to see if I can do it.
Right.
That's a little different. I'm gonna take it as far as I can. I just want to grow.
Right.
I do that a lot. It's not that I don't want to ask for help. It's just that how far does the mind? It's not even about me.
Right.
It's about the mind. How creative can the mind really be? If it was just one person, that's what I'm looking at. Damn. If only one person, how they build the pyramids back then? It's just the curiosity.
Yeah.
So make sure it's a curiosity thing, not a prideful thing. Is what I'm trying to say. It could be a fine line, but
I get that. One of the things is I've accepted the fact it's not going to be perfect. It's going to be one of a kind though, because nobody else is going to do this, and this will be the only one there is.
Another thing I've noticed is that when you have somebody else do it for you,
Yeah.
you think it's perfect.
Yeah. Oh, no.
But then, I don't care whether there's a company or just a regular Joe Schmo.
Right.
But usually a company, you think, oh, these are contractors, they do this all the time.
Right.
But when you look closely, like, this motherfucker, I could have did this shit. Shit, what I did wasn't as bad.
I know.
Like, you see all types of flaws and like, now, was it them? Was it just the nature of the work? Like, but,
it's what you pay for, right?
Well, even when you pay for, like, it's not that whole perfection thing. It don't really.
No.
But I have seen some work that's
pretty bad.
Pretty good. Like,
oh, pretty good. Okay.
Like, ooh, this motherfucker did a machine do this shit?
Okay. That's the feeling I want. Is that
But
feeling.
You know how much time and work?
I know.
Like, people think like, Michelangelo and Da Vinci and all these, like, they were born with this. Yeah, they had some skills.
Yeah.
But these motherfuckers started doing art when they was 2-3 years old. Like, these people in Europe playing football, soccer.
Yeah.
They've been doing this shit since they was 2-3 years old. Yeah. I can't pick that shit up now and think I'm gonna put in 8 hours a day for the next year and then think I'm gonna be at that level.
Right.
No, the brain, muscle, neuromuscular connections is totally different, stronger. There's just more integrity there. Like, nah, it doesn't.
I want to.
And I'm not willing to put all my time to be an expert quarter round cutter. No, I'd rather make beats.
Okay, here's the thing. Okay. Made a swing set.
Oh shit!
Back here, okay. But I got like scrap wood from work. These 4x4s, and I put it together, right? And it was the worst looking thing you ever did see.
Where was this?
This was right here.
No, when?
When Laney was smaller. Okay. We had a friend of ours was getting rid of a play set with his plastic. It was like a plastic fort with a slide and everything. It was heavy duty as shit, right? So I grabbed that because, she could play. It lasted enough long. And then I said, hey, we need a swing set. So instead of buying one, Laney will tell you, it was the worst swing set in the world. It was because if you swung, it would raise up. It wasn't planned, but it was 4x4s. It was heavy, dude. Oh my God. And that is the feeling I'm having when working with wood, It's like, I built a piece of shit and now I'm going to build
it. Yeah, but that's why I asked you when. Because you said this basically about.
But I haven't done anything since. You know what I'm saying? I haven't. And I work at work sometimes with wood, and it's like, oh shit, I'm not. I'm not measuring twice and cutting once.
Well, here's the thing I found out, which is more of a flaw, and that's what I'm saying. Like, these are the things you see what your flaws are, and that's just something we gotta get better at.
Yeah.
So this is what we use to get better at.
Right.
So my thing, I noticed I can measure 2 or 3 times, and I still wouldn't cut that bitch right. I'm like, now I gotta go back to Home Depot, and that's what I'm saying. Like, these are just all flaws, and that's something we got to work on. Yeah. So, like I said, hey, I love. It's kind of like you're exposing yourself.
Right. One of the things is a confidence level too. I have to be confident in what I'm doing too.
Yeah, but that takes experience.
Well, yeah, it does, but it takes lying to yourself that I can do this.
You can. It ain't gonna come out all the way, but you can do it.
That's what I'm saying. And what amazes me the most, like if you see like a construction site, first of all, you see the pad put down, then all of a sudden you see this wood structure come up. Then all you see is and then they're working on the top, and they're working. I'm watching these places being built right over here. I'm like saying, damn, man, that is so awesome. How do they do that kind of thing? Yeah. And I'm thinking to myself, how the fuck am I going to do that?
They also have like 9-10 people working.
Yeah, but it's one of those things like you said about the pyramid. It's there. How the fuck did it get there?
Like one thing I noticed, when we picked up the material, some of the material, That one trip was so easy.
Yeah.
Because I had somebody else there.
Yeah, yeah.
From loading it up.
Yeah.
To from picking the stuff out.
Yeah.
Taking it out to the truck, loading it up. By the time I turn around, you already had the red flag up there.
Yeah.
So what that does is now that saves energy.
Yeah.
So that it compounds. So now that energy, when you're ready to build, you can focus more on making things more precise. Whether it's, if you're tired by the time you get to that measuring stage, you're gonna you're gonna half-ass it. You see, and so the quality of work automatically gets better when you have an extra pair of hands, extra pair of eyes, extra this.
All right.
So
here's what we'll do after this. Okay, I've got flags.
Okay,
I've got the tape measure. Okay, we're gonna set the tarp thing is a good idea, but that's gonna be later.
Okay,
but I want to see visually where it's gonna be at. Okay, using the flags and the tape measure. Okay. So we could do that after we set up, and that won't take too long. And at least I'll see it every time I look out the window that this is where it's going to be at. And I think that's one of the hardest things I need to do is make sure I set this where I want it. Okay? And distance-wise from the fence over, I need to know that, and then how wide it is, because this window right here is not going to have anything in front of it, because that mural right there is going to be right through that window. Okay, so I can't have nothing blocking it. So anything from, like, say, this door over, pretty much where the fireplace is, that way is where it's going to be at. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
Yeah. So that's pretty much where I like to have it.
You can knock that shit, put a window right there.
Yeah.
Bring some light up in this motherfucker. Make that.
It gets bright in here in the afternoon.
Does it?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, you can make a French doors right here.
Oh, okay. I can do that.
You got the money? Shit.
Oh,
French doors, everything.
Yeah, right.
Bay windows and all that shit.
Sliding door. How about that?
French doors.
Or that window could be a door. You know?
But it's already light coming in through
No,
there.
I'm saying it's an exit. It's an
exit.
It's an exit. Yes. It's an entrance exit right out the door instead of this door. I don't know. We'll see.
We'll just focus on the deck.
Yeah. Yeah.
Build an extra house out here.
Quit dreaming. Yeah. But anyways, that's pretty much. And
I like the flag idea. That's cool. Yeah. At least you can see, starting to see.
One of the things, we'll go back to work thing, okay? People are so in the dark about what's going on. That's the sad part, okay? Like my wife's birthday, okay? Friends of hers, well, they're acquaintances with me, but they're friends. I mean, best friends. They're right up there. Top couple of them are right up there on that picture. The lady in the middle was the one that called me and said, "Hey, can we do something?" And her name is Chrislyn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I've known her since I've known Lori, and she's a hell of a worker. I mean, she's one of those that if you had somebody on your team that just don't stop, she's the one. And there's a couple other friends that it's like they're the Four Musketeers kind of thing. And they wanted to come out and just, like I said, celebrate, just her day. And it was like a regular birthday party kind of thing. And I was really appreciative of what they did. And but one of the things is we started talking, because one was furloughed for 14 weeks. Mm-hmm. One was furloughed for 8 weeks. And it was like one of those things where they didn't know.
Until when?
Until November is one of them. And
I'm saying they didn't know. When
when
they found out?
That Wednesday.
Wednesday when they know until that day.
Right, exactly. See, that's the thing about it. It's like, you should read the signs, and there's signs out there that they're kind of telling you what's going on.
I should have known, because when I went to pick up the keys from head honcho woman, I couldn't get in the door at first.
Right.
I had to have the assistant comment and let me in.
Uh-huh.
Then later she got my badge activated so I can.
Yeah.
She was like, "Yeah, they're just making sure the security is up."
Right.
And I'm like, I should have rung like they're about to do something here
right.
that they need to.
One of the things now with the situation of this country and everything else, is I understand they're protecting our interests, and that's what they should do. Okay, but it's kind of like an overboard kind of thing too. Okay. If you know something's going to happen, you're going to stop it before it does happen. Okay? Not prevent it. You're going to stop it. Okay? Preventing, hey, if it happens, it happens. You can do so much, but it's going to happen. Like with the police being on property and all that stuff I'm saying. This image does not look good for our company. Okay?
Well, ain't nobody left for them to see. So
right. Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like saying, okay, who or what are you protecting? Are you protecting the buildings? Are you protecting? What are you protecting? Okay, because basically you're separating the people from their job and using the police as a force between them.
I mean, when you let go of a bunch of people,
right? But the understanding is, if we would have been smart about it, okay, that's what I'm saying. And previous years, like when shit hit the fan kind of things, we managed before it got bad. Okay? But we were told what was happening. This situation of us being in the dark, it's kind of like, it's like the Titanic, The people in first class were getting on the boats, and the people in the bottom were like, hey, what's going on? I think they're having a party outside. And then you find out, guess what? Your ship's sinking and you have to fend for yourself kind of thing. And it's similar to that fact. When you keep people in the dark long enough, guess what? They're going to get upset. Because you're messing with their livelihood. That's the thing, man. It's like that's not numbers. They're people with lives and kids and it's just not, hey, we're building chainsaws here. We're selling chainsaws. It's not that.
When those people are furloughed for 14 weeks or whatever, are they getting paid for all that time or no?
Well, here's the thing.
Or being paid half.
The next 2 weeks they're getting paid. Okay, right, they got paid the first 3 days off. This week and next week are paid. Okay, the following weeks they can apply for unemployment. Okay, Steele is saying, hey, you can file for unemployment. Okay. But it's up to you to decide how you want to handle it. Okay? Meaning that if you want to still work here, hold out, best you can.
So if you file for unemployment, you can't work there no more?
Well, if you file for unemployment, you get the unemployment, but you're still being furloughed. Now, here's the thing. Furloughed, laid off are two different things, okay? Mm-hmm. It means the same thing as far as working, but it doesn't mean the same thing as far as you no longer belong.
So if you're furloughed and you file for unemployment,
you're okay. They encourage you to do that.
And you can still go back.
You can still go back. Okay. Because for one thing, they're paying for your insurance.
Okay.
You're not being set adrift, okay? They're paying for your insurance. They're paying for anything that costs you that you're not being able to afford because you're not there. Okay? That's the bright side of it. Okay.
So, yeah.
You still belong.
Yeah. I'm just saying, it's it's those situations where you did the best you could.
Right.
You went to the schooling, you went all that, but you're always at the mercy of somebody else, and then now how you gonna pay your student loans?
It's like it's like what you did. Yeah.
Now how you gonna pay your student loan?
How you gonna pay your student loan? Well, you do what you gotta do.
Based on the economy that fucked you over, right? But you did what you were supposed to do.
Right, exactly. And life's not fair. But you make
life's not fair. That's why they're gonna pay my student loans off, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Or how about the person who went to school, got their loan, then they got a job, but then their family got sick, so then they had to come back home, come back and take care of their parents or whatever, and now they can't pay their student loans, and now this shit, their credit goes down. Now they can't apply for anything. Any interest goes high. So now their growth factor is like done.
Who are you talking about?
Who are
you talking about?
But it's all on them, right? Because everything's within their control, right? Ain't that a bitch?
Ain't that a bitch?
It was just all on them. Oh, how about the person? How about the person that did everything they was supposed to do, right?
Right. Okay, go ahead.
Went to college.
Yeah.
They're all this shit.
Right.
They got all the equipment and shit that they got to do to do what they got to do to be a professional, whatever.
Right.
And then there's this little thing called crime, right? All the money you spent on this shit, somebody comes in and just steals that shit. But that's all on you, right? That's all on you, right?
It depends on your insurance company. Did you cover your base on that one? Okay. That's what it's all about, too.
Or how about these rich people, right?
Yeah, how about them?
Who they donate $1 million, right?
Right.
But they get to write that off.
Right.
So basically, the taxpayer is paying for 60% or 70%, depending on what country, of this donation that you claim you gave. That's the taxpayer paying that shit. But you don't want to pay off my little 20, 30 G's? Get the fuck out of here with that shit.
Oh my God!
It's all on the person.
All on the person. Yeah.
Their decision. They decided to go to college.
That's right. Hey, life's a crapshoot, okay?
That is my point.
It is. And whatever happens, hey, you gotta take certain responsibilities on yourself.
When people make mistakes, and they do, whether it's their own mistake.
Did you make mistakes?
Did you make plenty of mistakes?
Okay, did you make enough mistakes?
So you're gonna hold them. You're gonna hold that against them for the rest of their life.
It depends on how long the student loan is.
I'm talking about any mistake.
No, it's up to them to figure out if that mistake is worth that. That's on you, okay? If you start blaming other people for your mistakes, you're a mistake.
Nah, I'm not blaming them.
You're not? You sure? You're not being...
All the examples I gave you was...
yours.
Was
to happen to
combination. It wasn't the fact that I or this other person went to college. It wasn't the fact that the family member got sick. It wasn't the fact that the company didn't do what they were supposed to do, so they had to furlough everybody. Like, everybody takes a part. And so because everybody takes a part, everybody has to contribute to paying off my student loan. Just that simple.
How much is it?
A lot.
How much?
A lot.
How much is a lot?
It's a lot. It's not no doctors or lawyers, but it's a lot. I'm not anything about it. It's zero because I'm not paying it.
Then why are you worried about it?
I'm not worried about it. I'm worried about the argument you made last week that it was just on the person.
Okay.
Now, you may say that these are extreme cases.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
But
okay.
It's an extreme case that you got the lazy motherfucker out there who just went to college and sitting at home playing video games.
Right.
That's an extreme case as well.
Right.
So.
But that's their choice too.
Hey, and that person shouldn't have their college their tuition paid for. But how can you filter out the video game players from the ones who are actually trying? So you got to punish one because you don't want to help out the other one?
All right.
That's like...
Here's the thing.
Now, if you can do that, that's fine. But...
Okay. Now, should you be excused?
Me?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Why? Because I'm a good person.
All right. I'm not gonna argue the point, okay?
Damn right you ain't arguing about I'm a good person. You be out there doing that day face.
Okay. All right.
I didn't even want to be on this shit. You just brought it up with the furlough.
I know. This is it because we're getting deep. But the thing I want to express most, okay, is you got to define what life is. Okay, you got to define how you live it, how I live it yourself. Okay, and you got to also look at this. Would I have changed anything? Had I known in my situation right now, would I have changed anything? Okay? A lot of times people say yes. A lot of times people say no. Okay? But in your situation, would you have changed going to college,
No.
doing what you're doing now,
No.
taking over a business from your cousin?
No.
Okay. All right. So you're satisfied with your life as it is?
Yes.
Okay. Same here. Even though all the tragedies I've lived through, I would not change anything of what I've done so far. Okay?
Yeah,
That's what life is about.
It's like, to be honest, like, I don't tell people this because I don't want to come across like whatever this might sound, but I know it could come across a certain way, but it's like, it's been like a movie. Like, things that happen, I think I could live 100 lifetimes and no shit will line up like this.
No.
Like the places I've been, the things I've seen, the people I've met.
Right.
Like, it's like one movie after another.
Right. It's a series. It's
like, wow, I can't, but I could, like, if you try to plan it, that shit.
That's what I'm saying.
It's just, I was like, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
All that and all that because I went to college.
Yeah.
So college gives, not because of the degree.
Yeah.
But because of the person you met there.
Yeah.
That put a thought in your head that had you say, okay, well, I'm gonna make this decision instead of this decision. Right. And I think that's what gets caught up in a lot of things. They're trying to pinpoint and control everything, like, because they're only looking at it from a financial perspective.
Yeah.
They're not looking at it from how other things are coming into play.
Potential growth and your inner growth.
Yeah, but nobody wants to hear that when the economy is tanking.
Right.
So I understand that.
Yeah.
But and that's why some people's lives are miserable.
Yeah.
And other people's lives are meaningful.
Right.
But some people just get stuck on that shit, and some people, they look a little bit deeper.
Yeah.
But
I think between the both of us, we're pretty much on the same page. Like I said, I have no regrets. Okay.
That's good. I'm glad to hear that.
I don't.
Considering.
I don't. And the thing is, the only time you have is the time they give you.
I have one regret.
Okay.
I do have one. Because to say that, I'm not saying this is you, but for the most part, that's the way I'm thinking.
Okay.
If someone says that they have no regrets, it makes it more, I don't want to say selfish, or more egocentric, self-centered.
Yeah.
Because they're only thinking about what's happening to them.
Right.
The decisions they made and how it affected them.
Right.
I'm thinking about the decisions I've made and affected others.
Okay.
And I only have one regret, even though hopefully that person took it and made themselves better for it.
Okay.
Now, when I was in 4th grade.
Okay. Damn, you're going way back.
Yeah. When I was in 4th grade.
Right.
I looked out for those who were bullied.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
But if you crossed me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Don't. Yeah.
Like, if you lied, again, remember, that was the first thing we said, well, you look for in a friend or whatever. And
trust.
It's just truth.
Yeah.
Like, so it was this one girl who said I liked her when I really didn't.
Oh, sad.
And I never said I did. Okay. Matter of fact, she kept writing me the letters, check yes, no,
man.
maybe.
Yeah.
And I didn't like her, but I always checked maybe because I didn't want to hurt her.
Right.
So it got around to me that she said that I liked her and all this, and why she do that?
Oh, man.
Because I destroyed her.
What?
And I destroyed her like just making fun of her.
Oh, man. Yeah.
And I just hope that really didn't set the stage for a future hope, Because
she turned into a serial killer and she's killing men who won't answer her question.
Or look like me, remind her of me.
Exactly.
Because
there's only one left now because of you.
You know how you roast somebody?
Yeah.
Roast, but you do it in a respectful or kind of like...
okay, you're there to make fun, not to make them hurt.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I was roasting to roast.
Yeah. You cooked her good.
Yeah. Yeah. Now that really, I hope that did not set the stage for something. But that's my only regret.
Okay. Well, that's pretty specific.
That's my.
Now, here's the thing. When you say you have regrets, have you done anything to correct that?
Yes, I looked her up.
Okay.
I found her
email.
Her email because I don't know no number, nothing like that.
Facebook or nothing, or
nah, I don't go on Facebook, so somehow I just went online and found her email. Right. And I sent her email and I apologized and all this. So I tried to make amends. I didn't receive an email back. I don't know if she didn't recognize it or if it was the wrong person or whatever, but pretty sure it was her. So, so that, so yeah, I tried.
Okay. As far as regrets, okay. Now, in saying something to somebody, hey, you can only, apologize or make up for anything. But once you've said it, it's kind of like out there, you're done. Okay. My regret, which I do have, okay, when I say I don't have regrets, I'm taking life altering regrets. I made my decisions on what I was doing at the time I was doing it for the right reasons, I hope. And they were. Okay. They were. It's just,
that's a good way to put it.
That's why
life altering.
And because that's what life is about. It's a change in your perspective, and it's a change in your whatever your life path is going. If it's going this way for once, and then something happens and it shoots you off in this direction, well, you gotta either take that shot and forget about it, or just keep going because you're still going.
Well, I hope I didn't alter her life.
Okay. Well, I think, hey, you can always go the other way. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. I hope she made it. I know she took it and made herself a champ.
Well, maybe she's a lesbian. She don't like guys no more. Okay. You could have done that.
If that's what it takes, then
we
need to start roasting everybody. Roastigating us out of it.
But hey. You know how the ether is out there. Well, you just put it out there again. After so many years, you put it out there. So it's going to come back in some form.
Hopefully I done paid my karmic debt off that one.
Well, it's amazing how you may talk about something one day.
Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying.
It just pops up out of nowhere. Like, didn't we just say this?
I get an email from her.
Right, exactly. I'm pregnant. It's yours.
Not that good.
Oh, I won the lottery. I need help spending it. Can you come by?
I don't deserve it.
But
what's how much you weigh?
Exactly. What do you look like? Did that roasting burn you off or what? No. What I'm trying to say is it. Oh gosh, this is different. When we talk about regrets, like I said, life altering. The one thing is, okay, I was always shy. When and when you compare yourself to other guys, saying, how come he talks to girls like that, and how come it's so easy for you, and that kind of thing. And I wasn't like that. And I was like envious kind of thing, and I tried a little bit, but it's like, you don't want to be rejected. That's the feeling that and I just, so instead of being hurt, you just, hey, don't worry about it.
Then you have pets.
Thank you. Okay. It comes back around, doesn't it? That's funny. Yeah, that gerbil boy, he's real nice.
Fuck the shit out that gerbil, did you?
Tell you what, he hid in places you wouldn't believe. Anyways, but when you finally, yeah, that's my regular phone. It's right there. Probably you. Spam. Let's see.
Free charge, I know that. Anyways, go ahead.
Okay. Anyways, when you finally get your hormones straight and things like that, and you get enough courage to say something to somebody, and and you finally find somebody that cares enough about you, you care about them, and you jump in the water. Well, at 25, I did that. It took me that long.
That's what's up. Okay. Nothing wrong with that.
Well, yeah.
I mean,
but
unless you want to get roasted.
But one of the things is, at the time, everything was happening, I was, hey. But then later on, it's like you regret. Okay? It's that feeling of regret. Not that you regret. It's like, I made the right decision then. But my life has changed to the point where I can't do that no more. I have to grow or I won't go anywhere. Mm-hmm. So that's when you start to do the things that change that path. And this person was the path. Okay? So even though I accepted my fate at 25 and did it for 19 years, accepted it that long, but decided, hey, it's time for a change. I don't regret those 19 years.
That's what's up.
Because they make you grow. They make you, hey, I'm the person that I am today. So when you say you regret things, it's the regretting of, should I have done something earlier? Or should I have done something later? Or should I have prevented something that could have happened? No, you can't. It's like, these are the cards you're dealt. You got to play the hand you had. And that's what I'm doing right now. I'm playing the hand. And I'm winning. See, that's the key. I'm winning. Because I know that things are going to change. I've always said that. There's something going on. Things are going to change. And hopefully, if anybody hears this, will have the same understanding that things are getting better. Up to you that they do. Because you can go negative all you want to. That ain't going to happen. Things ain't going to change. But if you stay in that, hey, it's getting better. It does get better. It does.
They say, a saying that I don't like because people use it as a feel-good tactic.
Right.
Is that everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
But the only reason that appears to be so is if you remain open and optimistic. Yeah. Because you allow this shit to happen. Your awareness opens up so that you can see these things, these opportunities.
Right.
But if you're negative, then you shut everything down.
Right.
Then that everything happens for a reason feeling is never gonna come.
No. But it's the opposite.
What you're gonna say
all
is
bad things happen for a reason instead of all good things happen.
Well, you'll say, how come all this shit's always happening to me?
Yeah.
That's what's exactly. Instead of, damn, now I see why this is happening. Like,
sure.
But people forget it's not that everything happens for a reason.
No.
They should flip that. Yeah. It's that things are happening for a reason.
Right.
Reason is the key word. Like when there's the word reason, that means there is a logical cause and effect.
Yeah.
It's not just this supernatural hocus pocus shit that the world is the universe is lining up to make you specifically happy.
Right.
No. So, but anyways, that's. Yeah. I'm glad you got to that,
Yeah, well, it took me a long time. I mean, it took me...
Actually, it didn't.
That time did.
This just happened. And normally people are...
What I'm saying is, I used to worry all the time. I mean, all the time. To the point that it made me sick.
That's why you got pets.
Right. Damn, you're...
Just saying.
You got an answer for everything, Mister. But it got to the point where I realized that was a waste of energy. Okay? And things happen because they happen. Not because I worried about them, but they eventually happen because that's the way life is.
Now, the other side of that is we are co-creators.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's not that you manifest it, but you're always thinking a certain way. You're going to set up those conditions.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of like it's reloading on itself.
Yeah.
Like feeding off that worry is feeding off a worry. And so that's what's going to like just keeps.
Yeah.
It's like you. I don't want to go down that route, but yeah.
Yeah. One of the things my wife was always worst case scenario. And I could not,
that takes a toll.
That's worse than being negative. That's the constant of negative. Worst case, and accepting the fact. That's the worst case. But the thing is, you got to look at what could happen, not what will happen, what could happen, meaning the positive part of that. Worst case, hey, I want to be there when the worst case happens. I can't imagine it. See, that's like creating something out of nothing.
Yeah.
When you bring up, hey, this could happen. What happens if it happens? What are you going to do then? Oh, I'm going to be satisfied because I knew that was going to happen. What? No.
It's like that what you call self-fulfilled prophecy.
Yeah. Oh, I'll give you an example. Okay. This happens to me a lot. Okay. You know how, it's like worst case scenario, but in action kind of thing. Like, say for instance, you're fixing something, and you say, "What happens if I tighten this up too tight?" But you don't mean it, but you think of it, And what happens? You do it. It's almost like you willed yourself to do it to see what would happen.
I do that sometimes.
That's the thing I've got to ease up on, because a lot of times it's not for the good. It's for the bad.
That's a great example, because I'm like, let me tighten it. Now what if it? So I do it. I just want to see, but then I have to learn to be like, you know what? This is good.
Exactly. And it just, it's not frequent, but it's enough to say you're creating something out of nothing because you think that if you go this far, this is going to happen, and you want to go that far.
And I think, like I said, it's something that's innate in all of us.
It's curiosity, man.
Yeah,
that's
we're because now to me that's information. Yeah. Now I know that if I do this, this is the result. Right. Now there might be a situation in the future where I need to apply this information.
Yeah.
I see how this works.
Right.
Like we forget, like we are in this body. We're on this plane.
Yeah.
And we are still figuring out how this plane works.
Right.
The physics of it, the mechanics. Okay, well, if I move this way, this is going to happen. And it's all like a readjusting. It's like a baby fowl or calf who's just being born, who just wildly live.
Right.
It's got to first, gain its strength, learn this, and we're still doing that.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of times this curiosity, it's there. Yeah. And so what that leads to is either a broken appliance, or it leads us to landing on the moon, so to speak. So that curiosity is just pushing the envelope.
Yeah.
And like you said, the good thing is it happens not all the time, but sometimes, which is perfect.
Right. It's almost like seeing into the future. That's the feeling I have. And the thing is, I have to stop myself from doing that because I know the disaster that's going to happen. Like for instance, and this helps a lot of times, is if you gotta trust your instinct, your gut. Okay.
Yeah.
And you gotta say, if your gut's really talking to you and saying, "Hey, don't go there," okay, understand where it's coming from. Somebody is telling you that if you do go there, this is going to happen, and you almost know what's going to happen. So you gotta kill that curiosity to say, "Oh, I'm going to go there just to see." No.
Well, here's the thing: you follow your gut, but if you got IBS, we in trouble. And you laugh, but I'm serious. Part of having good instincts is having good health. You know?
Okay, doctor.
They said follow your heart.
Yeah.
But if you got
look at that.
if you got endocarditis, this is what I'm saying. Like,
hey, it comes with reality. Okay, it's true. If when they say follow your gut, you make sure your gut is doing well before you follow it.
If they say use your head, but you got meningitis, what kind of shit is that?
Exactly.
You know?
That is funny. That is good. Hey, I think this is it. I think it's a good one.
It's a good one.
Yeah, I think it worked out.
I hope it worked out.
I hope
we'll
so
see
too.
When I run it through the filter.
Yeah, let's see. I definitely want this put out because it kind of reflects what's going on now, you know, and everything's not bad. Okay.
Yeah, it's not.
People, when a bunch of people focus on the bad part, it gets worse. You know, it does. And only, you know, like me, I'm out there trying to push the positive button, saying, "Hey, come on now. Things aren't as bad as you think." Okay. Now, when we all blow up, then I'll say, "Yeah, you were right." You know, I'll be the first one to say,
you won't say you were right because we're all blown up.
Exactly. And and you won't be telling me I told you so, but I'm not going to say that. But things, you just gotta know. You just gotta know. I'm almost to the point where anything can happen to me, and I really don't. You know, if I lose everything, I wouldn't really care.
Because you haven't been furloughed.
Right. You're such a dick. You know, you're such a dick.
I'm just saying.
Hey, I would look at the positive saying, "Hey, you can't furlough me. I retire." Okay. And I'm not using that as an excuse.
No, I'm saying that's what you have, but you work for that. Like you have that in your
right.
In your
my
pocket.
investment was working this long, and one of the things when people bring that up is like, it's not my fault I stuck this out this long. I did it for not a reason, but this is what happens when you do this.
You know, all the times that you bit your tongue and you didn't go off on somebody that kept your job, like that's part. Somebody would have just lost their self-control, lost their job, and then and so all those things they're playing.
Well, like I said, somebody's always looking out for me, and I think one of the people is you. You've helped me so long.
Nah, I'll tell you what. I think we'll cut it off here. 'Cause I'll tell you about the dream I had.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
It was a wet dream.
Oh, great.
Anyway, let's go do this deck and Texas forever.
Fuck you. Texas forever.